Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, where as you can see I've warped forward a little bit of time here. We still have quite a lot of time on our long-term projects here, so we do have some time there. I did, however, and this is actually the reason why I started recording right now instead of a little bit later, I did find two new contracts for us. Science data from surface of the moon, which should, in theory, automatically happen, and extract 1,200 units of ore from Minmus. We're working on that. Both of those should automatically happen. So that's great. And now I just want to warp ahead a little while. Like, specifically, I want to warp ahead something like 6 full days. So when the mission elapsed time here is at 12 days. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, let's check in on the mint getter now. And in theory, it should be full-ish. I hope. It's not full. It's getting there. Okay. Sounds good. We will go ahead and start this up. It's mining about 200 units per local day. That doesn't have anything to do with this number of days. That is the time that the sun is above the horizon. So I don't think we're quite gonna fill up here. We can warp forward a little bit, though, while we're here, and see how this does. I'm gonna go to 1000x. And we're just gonna do something like this. This is gonna get awful close. Maybe? Ooh, not quite. Okay. Now I want to check in to see this extract 1,200 units of ore from Minmus. I think that started too late. I don't think that we're going to get that finished quite with this particular... Whoa! That was a bug. The physics just broke. Okay. That was clearly a bug. I wonder when my last autosave is. I guess we'll find out. Because that should not have happened. We just fell through the planet there. There was literally nothing that should have caused that. So, year 111, day 390, 24 minutes. That is right now. So we don't want to save, we don't want to load this one. So, year 11, day 377. If anything more recent than that. Apparently not. 374. 366. Those are year 3 anyway. So I guess this is the most recent one, which I think is before I did any of that warping. So that was a bunch of... Oh, we haven't even landed this yet. Well, that's awkward. Well, I guess we'll land this again, because... No. This can't be the most recent save. Hang on. It absolutely can't. Reason being that I saved on the surface in between the episodes. So where did that save go? Where indeed? Did that just save in the persistent? maybe year 4, day 21. Maybe this one. Because this is... Let's check. I'm confused. What save is this? I'm so confused now. That broke everything. Yeah, this is... Oh, this is year 4. Hang on. We're in year 11. This is massively far back. Okay, this is not at all correct. I don't know what I was thinking. We are in year 11, day 377. This is actually 32 minutes later. Maybe this one is the one with it on the surface. If so, then I can just do the warping quickly from the Space Center. Yes, this is the correct save. So you can see here that we don't have the ore in this at all, because we had just landed. So we need to start these up and not run out of battery before we leave. Head back to the Space Center. Okay. Now we need to check to see if those contracts are there, and I don't think they are. I'd be very surprised if they were. But that's quite a bug. Yeah, these are different contracts. So I warped forward to have this be about mission elapsed time of 12 minutes. Or 12 minutes, 12 days. So I will just jump ahead to around there. There's that collection there. Now this was actually mission elapsed time of about 7 days when I got those contracts. So right about now. Now let's check in to see if those contracts come back. I kind of doubt it because I think they're random. Yeah, we don't get those. Sad. Oh well. It is what it is. We aren't really hurting for money. So let's go ahead and advance time then. That's 8 days. 9 days. I'm going to advance this up to 14 days. Because that should be sufficient to fully fill that. Like that. And now, in theory, this should be full. And indeed it is. Excellent. So we will retract our drills and prepare for departure, although we're probably not in the correct attitude for departure currently, because we're going to have to dock this thing back up. This is the final mining mission that I'm planning to do on camera. All future mining missions will happen off camera, and I'll just tell you about it. Actually, we're pretty close. The ice cream maker is going that way, so we're going to have to go pretty heavily northward. But I think we're close enough. So, let's just get on out of here. Is this not gimbaling? It is gimbaling, allegedly. Oh, it's because we have limited probe control. Right. This is fine. We're northbound anyway. We should have full probe control soon enough. As we continue to clear the planet, or rather, min-miss, we should get direct probe control relatively soon. What is our current apoapsis? 10 kilometers. That's fine. I'm hoping that we get full probe control soon. Oh, you know why? It's because we were in hibernation. Also known as I'm an idiot. Okay. I'm going to take this over to 45 degrees right now. We are going northward, because we are plotting an intercept here. This is pretty ideal. Once our apoapsis reaches 50 kilometers, we are going to aim directly for the horizon, and I'm just going to rotate us a tiny bit here. There we go. That'll do. We're at an apoapsis of 40 kilometers right now. And that's 50. Let's just get straight over to that horizon. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to set this as our target. Of course, our descending node is going to be a little bit off. But that's expected. We're just pushing our apoapsis out right now. To something kind of like this. Now, I want to try to adjust our inclination a little bit. Let's try burning normal. I'm not sure if we want to go normal or anti-normal to adjust this descending node, but we'll find out. We want to burn anti-normal. Okay, I'm going to physics warp as we head on over. There we go. And we're just going to burn a little bit anti-normal here, as we try to get this matched up. Technically, I think that's about as close as we're going to get. Okay, so at the apoapsis here, we want to push out our periapsis to be something kind of like this, and get these as close together as possible. These intersect points are not looking super close. It's going this way. We're going to be going this way. I'm confused. Why can't we intercept this? I mean, we can over here, I suppose. But I feel like we should be able to intersect over here. It's kind of odd. You know what? It's fine. We'll just get our intersect point over here. I'm not concerned about it. We'll just bring this to as close as we can, which will be close enough, to be sure. About 7 kilometers. Yeah, that's as good as it's going to get. Okay, we will line up for that maneuver. Physics warp on the way over. There we go. And off we go. This is a 28-second burn, so we are going to burn this at T-minus 14 seconds. Just get lined up there. Warp a little bit further. Down to about T-minus 20. And we want to burn this right now. And off we go. Technically, I think I'm going to get rid of that. And we're just going to simply burn prograde. And we will just push this apart a little bit. I overshot. We'll flip retrograde slightly. And I'll try not to overshoot this time. Okay. That's close enough. Fantastic. This is 1 hour 58, 1 hour 53. So we will go ahead and warp there. Excellent. And then we will come up a little bit closer to this intersect point. Right around here, and we will switch to target retrograde. And we should begin this burn quite soon, actually. Right about now is fine. Let's just get oriented and burn. This is going to burn most of our remaining fuel, but that's acceptable. We'll have plenty for docking up. And it's not like we can't get more fuel. What is our current thrust to weight? 4.08? That's fine. So we're going to be reaching our closest point quite soon. We are about halfway through this burn. So just a little bit more burn time here. And like I said, this is the last time that we're going to be doing this with our mining modules. I've done this on camera plenty of times. I think everybody knows how this is going to play out. In theory. So another 80 meters per second to burn here. We are getting a little bit further away from the ice cream maker right now, but that's fine. We are simply matching planes. That is quite an intersect separation. That's okay. Only 30 meters per second left to go. Make that 10 meters per second left to go. Okay. Let's just head up a little bit to this prograde marker, which is moving quite a lot. And I must admit to not being a big fan of that. Let's just stabilize right about here. There we go. And now we will point towards target and get a little closer. Physics warp as we turn. And I'm going to burn us in at about 15, maybe 20 meters per second. There we go. And now we'll just flip retrograde. What is our intersect point? 300 meters apart. Sounds good. So I will physics warp as we turn around and get oriented for our braking burn. There we go. And now we will time warp as we get a little closer. And once we are at about 600 meters out is when I want to perform this braking burn. Still a little on the slow side. There we go. Bring this down to 5x and 1x. Excellent. So we will match planes right about now. Just trying to kill all of this speed for right now. That'll do. Excellent. Now we point at target, because we were slightly off with that last burn. So we'll burn in a little bit more precisely now at about 1 meter per second. So let's go. There we go. Excellent. Now we will warp forward until we are within 200 meters, which will take some time. Okay, we are within 200 meters. I'm actually going to go down to 150, but I want to position us in stability assist up over here for the time being. Okay. ICS. Take this down to 0.5 meters per second. And we'll just adjust our velocity a little bit. Excellent. So now, where are we going to dock this thing up? Well, definitely here. So we will control from here. And set this as our target. There we go. And point towards target. Let's get that oriented. It's already pretty close to oriented. So that's fantastic. As soon as that is oriented, we will swap over and make sure that our alignment is correct on the actual craft, which I can see right now it already isn't. Okay, we are pretty much positioned now. Excellent. That airlock is our target. We will extend our airlock and control from there. Point at target. SAS off. Okay. Arrest that speed. And it looks like we're moving in nicely. At this point, I will warp in a little bit closer. Down to about 50 meters out before we make another adjustment. Things are looking reasonable so far, but we are definitely going to need to make another adjustment. Okay, we are about 50 meters out right now. Make another slight adjustment there. Make sure we're pointing at target. And you, I want to make sure we're pointing at target. And that we're controlled from here. Point at target. Open that airlock. Wait, which one are we targeting? We're targeting that one. I want to target this one. Point at target. SAS off. Point at target. Control from here. Point at target. This is a little awkward. Please point at target. Okay, I think we're good. We've got the tumble under control. Velocity looks decent. It did not dock. There we go. Okay, perfect. I was slightly concerned about the fact that it bounced the first time, but that was ultimately because I decided to change which one I was going for at the last second. Okay, so here we have it. We've got ourselves a grand total of 5392 ore on here out of the 8,419 that we need. We do need a fair amount of liquid fuel in the system, but we will achieve that a little bit later. For now, let's hop on back to the Space Center, and let's just check in really quickly on the contracts. Just as soon as this loads up. Extract ore from the moon. These contracts are not as good as they were before that bug. Sad. At any rate, let's check in on our long-term projects here. I think the next thing that we absolutely have to do is advance time for a little bit. And the next one is the Solar Gateway. Because we need the Griffin 3L mission. We need that one to go off before we can succeed this. So that's going to be a thing. But that's going to be a thing in the next episode. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.